Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video, a brand new review. Now listen, before you look at the thumbnail and you start judging me, just give me a minute. This pair of shoes, I don't really know what to call them yet, but this shoe is, I'm so excited about it. I am excited to get into today's video. So let's not waste any time. Today, we are looking at the Nike Offline. Go and surprisingly this is a huge box and it is heavy. This has some weight to it. Take a look at this box. So of course this is the N354 program that Nike is running. This is Nike's experimental project with shoes, and this is where they do some of their craziest stuff. And if you know my channel, I love some of the crazy stuff. But let's break them open, and the first thing you're gonna see is some insoles. So let me take that off. And the second thing you'll see is the Nike Offline in this black Menta colorway. Yeah, so like I said, you've got quite a few things in this box. Of course, you've got your slides, your slide shoes, and yeah, so here they are. This is the Nike Offline, and of course at first looks you may just look at it and be like, yeah, it's like a slip-on slide type of shoe. Well, it has a lot of weight to it, and this is Nike's probably most comfortable thing I've ever put on my foot. And I'm not exaggerating, this is incredibly comfortable. And these released in two different colorways. This one, which is a predominantly black colorway, and an all white colorway. And this actually released last month, I think on the 28th. So not that long ago, but it was definitely something I just kind of got caught up in other releases or just didn't really think about ever buying. And I was like, okay, what are those? They sold out. That's a little bit strange. I thought no one in their right mind would be buying a pair of these. So when they came back in stock at End Clothing, I thought, you know what? Let me see what they're about. I mean, they have all these claims about being incredibly comfortable, so let me try them out. Let me tell you guys, when I put these on my feet, I experienced a whole nother level of comfort I never knew I would feel. But listen, before we get into all of the details about this pair, I gotta tell you the price tag, because that is probably the biggest drawback of this pair, is that they retail for £105 or $120, which is pretty steep for a pair of slides. But then again, this is not really a pair of slides. This is something completely different. This is literally designed for comfort. And one of the main contributors to that comfort are these insoles. You get some interchangeable insoles. So they don't just give you one, which is incredibly comfortable straight out the box. They give you an extra pair. So you've got this shelf here, which houses, again, this extra foam insole. So literally in Nike's description, these insoles are different and are designed for a different feel. And essentially they have these little circular nubs covering the entire footbed of them, and they massage your feet as you're walking. course, you can see you can have two different options of, two different types of feel as you're taking a step. And they both feel really, really good. And I'm actually super glad they added both of these in the box so you can swap them out and, enjoy a different feel at any other point. Now, because these do have a lot of weight, they feel pretty good on foot. You do have another section of adjustability. Of course, they had to go with the Velcro strap, which just adds a whole nother level of coolness to this already really cool looking shoe. So yeah, you can tighten it down, which again is really cool, because if you tighten it down enough, I would wear these all the time. I mean, I'm thinking this is not something I'm just gonna wear around the house. You can go anywhere in these. The upper of this is pretty simple, but let me tell you, it feels really, really good. So around that toe box, you have a very soft feeling material, which again just adds to that next level comfort that I'm talking about. And as you move up, you almost have this kind of quilted section, which will go over the top of your foot. Of course, you have the Velcro strap, which feels pretty durable, feels really good quality, which again, maybe gives it a little bit more understandable for that really high price tag. And then you have, almost looks like a tongue, but I guess obviously it's not a real tongue or how a normal tongue would be used. But it comes in this ginormous thick slab of this foam material, which, you know what, again, it feels really good on foot. And apart from that, you move down to the midsole and it's hefty, it's heavy, it's tough, it's there. In terms of durability, this is not going to wear away like your slides would. This feels really, really good. These interchangeable foam insoles are called Sensation 1 and Sensation 2. Now, I don't actually know which one is Sensation 1 or which one is Sensation 2. I don't think it says anywhere on the insoles or the shoes, but that's what they're called. And I can definitely see them, maybe you being able to go onto Nike and purchase maybe a different color or maybe a different one in terms of the design or the structure of the little nubs that massage your feet. I could definitely see that being a thing. You're adding some colorful accessories to your crazy shoes. I think that could be quite interesting. But that pretty much wraps it up. There's not a whole lot going on with this pair. I just had to bring them over here to the channel and just tell you about them. I think these are really, really awesome. I'm really down for seeing Nike putting more and more colorways out of these. I hope they carry on. I hope these take off. Like I said, they sold out on Nike sneakers, so it seems like maybe I was the only one sleeping on these, and you already know how good these are. But either way, that pretty much wraps it up for the Nike offline. Thank you so much for joining me this time. Thank you for liking, commenting, and of course, subscribing. I will see you in the next one, guys, but until then.